It's nice to meet you all on a Saturday afternoon. As I always say, that you take your time and you are here with me to see what was going on in this week and where we are right now and where we are going towards. We will speak about Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoin things, and also about b-cube tokens. Every morning I used to give an update, but now it's become so difficult. It's Saturday, but Saturday or Sunday doesn't matter to me at all, actually, because we are working 7 days a week. And night, I don't know like what time I go to sleep. It's like we work in different time zones. We have one quant working in India, like which is 3.5 hours time difference between Central European time and Asia. We have like someone else like helping us from United States. We have someone else like from other part of the world. So we have to be awake all the time, because when they go back to sleep, we will write an email. It's not still the same. They will have another question. They have to wait until it's the morning the next day. So it never works. It's a never ending loop. So what we do is like, okay, we try to sleep less and we try to connect with more people as much as it's possible, because core team is always in Europe. So it's not a problem. So we can always arrange the time between our teams. So it's amazing. And like we were speaking about this old school things, old school things are really good and we cannot really criticize or take it very lightly. I will share my own experience. We always say like, if there is Bitcoin, if there is Tether, we don't need banks, and banks are very old fashioned and stuff like that. Trust me, right now, we want to establish subsidiary company of our French company in Hungary, because we will be recruiting some talents here also, which is very good because they are very smart here. At the same time, like the cost of hiring is several times lower than France. So it's a good strategic fit for us. But for making subsidiary, actually now we need to put a little bit of funds in this company. So we were thinking of like withdrawing the money from ICO wallet, which we have not touched so far. Actually, we are just running from our own money. But now we were thinking of like, okay, we are going on a very large scale hiring spear now of 6 to 9 people, new people coming in with all PhDs and all these people. So when we spoke to our bank in France, who was already saying last year that like we need to just close our account because they don't take any crypto projects. They don't want any crypto guys. They said to us very clearly last year. But now when we said like, okay, this money is ICO money and like we are 100% compliant with AML, KYC, whatever regulator has said, we have made it. We have all the papers to prove you like actually we have not accepted any person under any sanctions or anything as such. But still bank said like, no, $1 if it is coming in, then you are out. Okay. But still like, why we have to withdraw this money? Because we cannot do it in a way like where banks are not involved, because we need to make a job contract. If we need to make a job contract, like we cannot make it with Tether, or we cannot make it with these kind of things. It has to come to the normal financial system, because if it comes to the normal financial system, as a French company who is having young innovative status like our company, we will get nearly 60 to 70% income tax of an employee back if we do it in a normal way. So we cannot miss that. If we are hiring a data scientist whom we have to pay 80,000 euros, why should we pay 80,000 euros when government itself is giving a benefit of hiring someone for 30,000 euros? Doesn't make sense. We cannot lose out on that. So you see, sometimes we really need these old-fashioned things, and they are not really old-fashioned things. Everything has its own beauty. So this is what like always when we conclude something in mind, the more we dig, the more new information we get, and we become more wise. If we think like we are wise and like, we are very tech savvy people, like full of gadgets and all this James Bond movie stuff, doesn't work in real life. And that is the dream, and this is the reality. So I just wanted to share with you all this, like what was going on. And today I'll be giving you some some view about like where b-cube is right now and what we are planning in the immediate future and everything. Most of you are in contact with me almost every day, so it's not a surprise to you. But this video will be on YouTube, so a lot of people who don't come here, and the Moon Boys and all these people, so we have to help Moon Boys also. So Moon Boys, you'll be getting all the informations here. Let's begin with some of the news of this week. First of all, like when BTC is going up $2,000, $3,000, I see the big encouragement from, like everybody like patting each other and saying like, oh, you know what, BTC is back. It's a wake accumulation or whack pattern or whatever it might be. But let me tell you honestly, we are in a bear market. So I can actually tell you, like, for you to feel very good, like, you know what, like we are bouncing back and everything is going to be fine and we are going to moon again, and like it will be 45,000 next, and then 60 comes and 75 comes and we are at 100K, guys. Like just buy all the Bitcoins as you can. I can tell if you would like to hear that, but that's not reality. Let's be very realistic. We are far away from 200-day moving average. It's very far away right now. And no bull market, it has ever happened that we traded below 200-day moving average for such a long time. And it's happening now because really we entered into a bear phase. Trust me, if we are not in a bear phase, then you have to ask yourself only one question. A sovereign nation, right? A sovereign nation. It's not like your company. It's not my private company, or it's not my company of my friend or my cousin. It's a sovereign nation. El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender of their current country. Paraguay is thinking about that. And what is happening to Bitcoin? It's falling down 5% whenever some sovereign country is adopting it. So you see, like there is no strength. And El Salvador, just 2 days ago, they announced airdrop. No, it's not any crypto projects airdropping. It's a government. It's a sovereign government airdropping $30 worth of Bitcoin for all the people who are downloading the Bitcoin wallet, which is officially created by the government. $30. $30 for us, like here in Europe, it's not a lot of money. It's a very small money. But trust me, in El Salvador, it's a deal. Okay, $30 is not a small money in El Salvador. Anywhere in Central America or South America, it's quite good actually. That type of news is coming. Still, nothing is happening because in the bull market, you will see that all FOMO news coming in, all FOMO news, and nobody even cares about it. Many of this news that you hear in bull markets doesn't make sense at all, honestly. Absolutely, it doesn't make sense. It's like one project will say that, you know what, we are on Ethereum blockchain. Next month, we are going to BSC. So what? You're going to BSC, so what? What's changing actually? Tell me what's changing. Doesn't change anything. Imagine there is a pig, right? There is a pig, very ugly looking pig, let me say. It is not wearing any dress. Tomorrow put a very good suit. A very good suit, most expensive one, Louis Vuitton one. Still, it's a pig, right? It's not going to change. Just the dress is different, but the intrinsic value is the same. But in bull markets, this is what happens. Any project that announces like we are going on BSC chain, we are going on Solana network, or like whatever it is, the coin pumps, and no one questions why it's pumping. Just because it is going on another chain. Is it because like you will have to pay very less fees? But come on, like nobody trades on a coin which is only there on DEX. DEX coins are mostly for investments. Trading is actively happening on centralized exchanges because of the speed, because of the order books, because of the fees that you pay for trading and everything. DEX trading, it's not exactly like CEX trading. Because we know even in b-cube tokens, like whenever we are buying, there is a bot which keeps buying and like irritating us always all the time. It's like a fly, always it's around us. So these kind of setup, why should somebody even get excited that a project is coming on another blockchain? But that is a very big news in bull market. In bear market, you will hear all sorts of stupid news, all sorts of news, even that is not such a big news also. Let me tell you, this China kicking out all these Bitcoin miners, it's not a new thing which is happening. When I was in 2013, it started at that point of time. 2015 also they had another excuse. 2017 also they had it. And 2021 they are having it again. So there is absolutely nothing new in this whole Chinese Bitcoin mining story, or like going after people who are holding Bitcoins or something. It's all new. It's nothing new. It's all very, very, very old. Chinese went after even KuCoin, Huobi, OKEX. All these people shifted from there to Europe. Some companies are registered in Malta right now. Some other companies went to other parts of the world, like British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, and everywhere. So there is nothing new here. Absolutely nothing new. Why should we even pay attention towards it? Because in cryptocurrency world especially, there are only 10 to 15% of the people who are smart, and all other people are moon boys. Moon boys don't have any mind at all. Of course they have mind, they have brain, but there is nothing inside it. It's so empty. They always want to hear nice things, good things, to the moon. Okay, like there is something happening. Oh yeah, I need to buy it, buy it, buy it. These are the same people who never bought BNB when it was $30, $40. And they bought it at $670. They bought it $650, $600. And now what's happening? And they will blame BNB for that. You should not blame BNB for that. You should blame yourself for that. Because you didn't buy it early. When it was going up, you bought it. And now you don't want to, hold on to it, or like you don't question yourself, like how you will avoid the same mistake next time. But you will keep doing the same mistakes again and again and again. Last week, some of my friends called me and they spoke to me about one coin, Baby Doge. What the hell is Baby Doge? Doge itself is a scam. And there is a new Baby Doge now. Well, like Baby Doge, come Rocket, and Elon. What? Come on. Like, these are the same people who get panicked. Why I'm bringing these people right now is because these are the people who are responsible for the fall now. It's not the whales. It's not anybody. Because these people are panicking. They can't hold it. They keep selling. They keep selling. They have an amazing mindset. Buy high, sell low. This is what they do it. Their expertise, their expertise is like very, very deep into this one. Buy high, sell low. This is what they're doing it now. They bought it Bitcoin at $60,000. Now they're selling at $30,000. 50% profit, but in negative. This is what they're doing. So until we get like very smart investors in this segment, it's very, very difficult for markets to mature. And for those reasons, it's important that we should educate people about that. Like why you need to buy any particular crypto, and what should be your mindset when you are buying into a project. In what way you need to do your due diligence. And should you have to really buy the cryptos at any level? These are some of the questions that we need to ask ourselves. And we need to be very honest when we are getting some answers from within. And we avoid that, and always we end up doing the same things again and again and again. So in this week, there was one very bad news that one of the person like whom I met, and I was very impressed after speaking 15 minutes with this person, because back in 2018, me and my co-founder, Erman, we both were actually thinking of making Yoga Coin, which was a very, very amazing project. And we had like very great dream about that, because we earned a lot of money ourselves during 2017 bull run, Ervan too. And we all had a very good money from ourselves. So we put our money and our family money equal to like $2 million. And then we were looking for investors to bring in $18 million more, because this was a real estate project, the Yoga Coin project. We will build a very big kind of like a Disneyland of, like a therapy center, like where you can have co-working space, you can have like so many other things. And it's like a place like where you will feel very calm and everything, like practicing yoga or anything like that. But the only problem here was the location that we chose, and that was in Cyprus. And every investor who spoke to us, they said like, look, if you're making in Bahamas, my money is there. But if you're making in Cyprus tomorrow, Turkish people can come and conquer it anytime. It's a very sensitive place, so we don't want to put money there. And we were saying like, no, we are on like, on the Cyprus side of this one, not we are not going to Turkish side. But they were like, look, the same thing was belonging to Cyprus before, and half of it is gone. And maybe there will be a time like when there will be no more Cyprus anymore, so we can't put it. So all the investors like didn't like it. And then like we didn't have $20 million, we just had 10% of that. So we had to stop this project. But I was discussing about this project with one man, and that one man was John McAfee. We met in Malta, and the meeting was supposed to happen for only 5 minutes. Finally, we could bond so well together. We ended up speaking for 20 minutes. Because John McAfee himself has written several books on meditation, yoga, and so many things. He has himself authored books on these topics. He's a very charismatic man and very smart person. And don't judge him by his tweets. You have to speak to him personally. And if you would have spoken to him personally, then you will know what type of person he was. He's a great visionary and great person. It was very sad that he's not with us anymore. And this is what will happen when, like when you are very honest, when you are very truthful. Because I think I liked him very much because he's having the same policy like me, which is no bullshit policy. And he always tells the things straightly, and he doesn't care. He doesn't really care. And he's very, very truthful, man. And really, it was very, very sad that he passed away, and may his soul rest in peace. Again, like Bitcoin didn't have any impact even because of that. Because many people were coming on Twitter and saying, yeah, like his idea was to push Bitcoin to $500,000. That's what he was predicting. But like nobody is buying right now. So people want to buy only when, it's mooning, and people don't want to buy when it's not mooning. So now I would like to share my screen and straightly go into some of the topics that I wanted to cover today, and then I will be open to your questions. Yeah. So in the memory of John McAfee, like I just wanted to show you this picture. Like this is how like we were like after our discussion for 20 minutes. Like we were very happy. He's a great guy, amazing guy. Yeah. So there was like one very interesting news. Parabolic Bitcoin indicator points to dangerous collapse to below $20,000. So this is one of the indicators that is used in every market, because even in the last market, also in the last downtrend market, this indicator was spot on in 2017. Like what will happen in 2018 and when we started to crash. So according to that, they are predicting that like it can go below $20,000. We have to wait and watch really if it can go to $20,000, because traditionally speaking, even in the past, whenever Bitcoin goes from bull market to bear market, traditionally it has fallen between 80 to 90% from the peak. Last time we saw it, like Bitcoin went to 19,900. It didn't touch 20,000, touched 20,000 only on few exchanges, actually, not on all. But even if you give 20,000, it came down to like 3,500 afterwards. So it was almost down by 70 to 80%. So even if we go 70 to 80% down from 64,000, then it will be almost like around 8,000 to 10,000, around that price. So whether we will really go this time, we cannot really say that because of several reasons. Bitcoin is not the same that we were seeing in 2017. There was not this type of interest from all the big people, all the hedge funds, all the venture capitals. No, we didn't have it in 2017. 2017, Bitcoin was still a gambling tool, very, very famous tool to buy drugs online, like the Silk routes and all this kind of stuff. Very, very few people who are very interested in softwares and geeks, generally geeks, they were interested in Bitcoin because they knew what is blockchain technology. So, but now blockchain is known to much more people. Sovereign nations have accepted it. It's getting much more traction. So it's very difficult to say whether it can go down 75% this time also, because there is no such written rule that it has to go. But we never know. We never know. But even if it goes like below $20,000, I don't think it's going to stay there for a long time. It will definitely rebound much more faster than what it has done in the past. So they are saying like in 2020, the perfect storm for Bitcoin and the rest of crypto. Yes, we saw that because of Corona crisis, like what happened. And when Bitcoin crashed to 3,500, it bounced back very strongly and we came up very, very fast. So they're saying that before everyone sent to the price per coin on a parabolic uptrend and took it from $4,000 to $65,000. This is exactly what happened in 2020, last year. From $4,000, it went straightly. So it went like 15x from the lows. And here also, like you can see like when this parabolic indicator made the predictions. So it made like predictions like when there was it was a change of trend, like going on the bear side. So it made like always good trend setting points, like where something changed. So I think this was the only trend which when it predicted it's going to move up, all other things were like moving down drastically. So this why the parabolic SAR could be warning of further crypto collapse. When Bitcoin price broke its parabolic advance in early 2018, iconic trader Peter Brandt famously called for a 80% correction, give or take a few percentage points on either side. A year later, the leading cryptocurrency by market cap plummeted to its bear market bottom for a full 84% retracement. So it has some history behind it, why people really believe in it and why people are now predicting it to go below $20,000. Also, it's a no-brainer now to make this prediction, right? Because we are almost $30,000 now. We even came below that a few days ago. Right now, we are just hanging around there. And $30,000 to $20,000 is just like 30%. And 30% is not a big thing for Bitcoin, honestly. So it is a possibility. But if you're a long-term trader, then this shouldn't matter to you at all, honestly speaking. Because if you're saying 5 years horizon, right now it's 2021. In 2016, 5 years ago, if you would have bought Bitcoins, definitely even now it's a lot of money. It's a lot of profit. So if you see 5 years, 10 years down the line, then it will not matter to you at all. But these are just a short-term sentiments, like where we are going towards. And there is like Guggenheim's chief investment officer saying like Bitcoin could bottom out at $10,000. So he is expecting something like 85% correction if you go by this target. During the week, Bitcoin plunged below $30,000 for the first time in several months. The leading cryptocurrency quickly recovered to $34,000, according to Guggenheim CIO. So he's saying like Bitcoin bulls should not celebrate just yet, but $10,000 is there on the cards, and that can be the real bottom, and that can be the place like where things can like change a little bit. But if it's coming for $10,000, then we should all buy one Bitcoin each, at least, just because it came to $10,000. That's what I'm saying, because $10,000 is give and take. It's definitely a good price. It's absolutely a good price, because how many times have we seen already in the history that it has come to such a low price and has gone up several times? So it will be a very good price to buy Bitcoins, because that's a store of value. And I'm not recommending Bitcoin because you are going to make a lot of money or you will be rich. I don't think so, because even at $10,000, if it goes to like $100,000, it's 10x. So 10x kind of returns. There are other options also very easily where 10x can be made. But Bitcoin is about the trust. Bitcoin is about the store of value. Bitcoin is like an asset. It's like an asset. It's like a gold. So gold, we are not buying it because it's going to appreciate tomorrow or day after and we can sell it. We are storing our value there, and it's a safe. When money is there, it's a safe there. So in the same way, like Bitcoin is that kind of store of value. And for those reasons, when it comes to $10,000, definitely someone should jump in and they should buy their first one full Bitcoin. This is a very, very good price. And then like there are other stories which came just today actually in the morning, that UK police sees $160 million in cryptocurrencies in money laundering investigation. You know what is very funny to me? They allow all these things to happen until like it becomes multi-million-dollar scandal, multi-million-dollar money laundering things and everything, and their intelligence is sleeping and nobody is even knowing what is going on. But when it becomes considerably good amount of money, yeah, now they have to go after them. It sounds like very funny to me, like all these big agencies are sleeping and suddenly they wake up. Well, so it seems like there is some kind of investigation, and this is the largest seizure of cryptocurrency assets in UK and one of the largest in the world that has happened today. These kind of seizings are really good, and I support it. If somebody is really a criminal, like definitely they should do that one. But on the trading perspective, it's something not so positive, because even we have seen last time when Chinese confiscated some of the Bitcoins, later on they will auction this one and they sell it in the open market, and this can have some kind of consequences on the prices. So it seems like they got some intelligence regarding received about the transfer of criminal assets. Okay, it was an ill-rotten money, and yeah, they got it, and now like they are going to persecute. I really hope like it will not be auctioned off very soon. Let them make their investigation, and let them make this auctioning like at a later stage, because we are already in the bear market. And if this $160 million worth of Bitcoin comes to the open market, these cryptocurrencies, it's going to be sold in the open market and prices will go even more lower. So this is definitely not a good news, and definitely not good in so many ways, because this gives a very bad name to cryptos also. Yeah, it's just about that. But anyway, there's a biggest ever seizure in United Kingdom so far. Yeah, this is what I was speaking about. This week there was a airdrop by El Salvador government of $30 in Bitcoin. This is very great actually, because a sovereign government is so interested, and they're not just speaking, because there are so many countries every day speaking about, yeah, we will make a regulation, we will be friendly, we will make like that, we'll make like this. It's all talk. There is no action in any country. It's all talk and talk. A regulator says something, government says something else. Is that there is not really any kind of consensus between their own governments itself, which is really not good, because you should be either on the yes or either on the side of no. You cannot be in between, or you cannot be on the both sides. We saw this happening in India, for example. In India, the government didn't like Bitcoin, but Reserve Bank said like they don't know what position they need to take. And some of the crypto companies were banned when the bank said like they're not going to receive their money. And then these companies went to the Supreme Court of India, the topmost court. And the court said like, well, this is not illegal and they can continue to do their business. So they took it against the government's decision, and court allowed them to make the business. So it's a lot of confusions there, and that shouldn't be there. And in case of El Salvador, it's so much white and black. They clearly passed the bill in the parliament. They have it. Now they are making airdrops. It's amazing. It's amazing, because even if 20-30% of their US dollars reserves, if it's converted to Bitcoins, I think it will be much more bigger purchase than what Michael Saylor is making. So this government itself can be a second, Michael Saylor. So this is something very interesting, and we have to see how it goes from here. First, this was the country that started this trend of making Bitcoin the legal tender. Next, Paraguay will be the next. And I don't know like who else will be joining this bandwagon, but everybody is coming sooner or later. So it's very great that they're planning to make salaries, pensions, and everything um, in bitcoins and not in their own local currency. That's really 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 amazing what's happening there. And yeah, there was another big news from Cardano. um, I don't know why I'm speaking about Cardano, because it's not my favorite. It is the same project like which is taking so many years that they don't have any smart contracts. They don't have anything. But something is happening now, it seems. So we will speak. Yeah, something always happens in these kind of projects. When there is a bull run and bear run, they all go to sleep. It's like that. Bull market, they wake up. Bear market, they go to sleep. That's what they do. Sleep and wake up and sleep. And if you're asking me when they are going to product development, no, that's not going to happen. So sleep, wake up, and sleep. No product development. That's the policy of some of the projects. They're adding a lot of people, 50,000 news taking addresses in just 3 weeks. And many people are saying a lot of things about them. The testnet got released. It seems like the testnet results were really very good. They're publishing research papers after research papers, so many things. They want to launch like algorithmic stable coins, many things like, but still it's all it's there, it's all there on the papers. But what I really want to see is the product itself, like coming on the market and like people building there and thinking like, yeah, they're really better than Ethereum. Actually, why we cannot build any kind of tokens on their platform, or like launch a dApp on their platform, or make something else on their platform? Well, we are not seeing that as of now, at least. But one thing is true, that like really it's garnering a lot of interest, and a lot of things are going on right now on Cardano. So we have to see like whether this time at least they will pull it off, or again we will have to wait until the next year when the bull market is there for them to make some more moves. There was also news that like they're speaking to El Salvador government to make their blockchain infrastructure. Even there is no clarity there. Like we don't even know like whether this is just a rumor or like really has happened. Um, but let's see how it happens, because now the focus will be on El Salvador completely. Because if they are open to Bitcoin, they're open to blockchain. If they're open to blockchain, then there are several areas within the government where blockchain can be implemented. And especially in the countries where there is too much of corruption, too much of problems, blockchain is the best thing that can happen. So we have to wait and see how it goes. But one thing what was really a news and not just a speculation was Cardano's collaboration with Ethiopian government. So that is something which has already happened. What they are doing is like student and teachers identification system, which we have normally on our database in Europe, like in normal schools and colleges. The same thing is happening in Ethiopia, but they're using Cardano platform, it seems. So and also like Cardano has been very stable right now, given the kind of markets that we had and the kind of dump that we are seeing in Bitcoin. It's not dumping so much. It's just quite stable there, and we have to see like how long it will be stable right now. And yeah, FTX is FTX is a very strong supporter of Solana blockchain. FTX is promoted by Sam Bankman-Fried. He's very strong supporter of Solana, Serum, and everything. It's something like that portfolio companies. So all the new stocks will be tokenized on the Solana blockchain, and that will be on FTX networks. Like right now, there are a lot of stocks on FTX. For example, Tesla is there. Some of the blue chips companies are there, like Google, and that will be really very interesting, because there are so many good stocks that you would like to hold. You would like to make a portfolio around this kind of very nice stocks. But right now it's not possible, and that's what FTX is making to do. And Binance also, we have now this stocks trading on blockchain. But it will be very interesting when we have more and more players coming in, and more and more volumes are happening, then it will be even more better, because we don't really need stock markets at all. Then everything will be happening on these crypto exchanges. Like we can get all these things on the same platform. So this is also one of the great things that is happening. And Marvel is it's a very very big, a company. Like we all know like what Marvel does, and like what kind of brands they have, and this kind of superhero stuff. Everything belongs to Marvel. And now this Marvel is coming to NFTs, and that is why this year focus will be always there on NFTs. And NFTs are like just beginning now, because a lot more bigger players are there. They can all come inside NFT space. Electronic Arts is also there. They're also thinking about it, but nobody has made any serious move. But Marvel is something very very interesting, and it's very serious thing that we have to think about. So when they announce their own NFT digital collectibles, they is saying like it's coming with the Weiwei platform, but they will also be coming with other kind of NFTs, which can be on some other platforms also. I think a very good platform for them will be Theta, because Theta is also having something very close to gaming stuff and many other things. And also their team is quite, like a quite big one, who is having a lot of influence over everything. So I think, yeah, many things will be possible in NFTs this year. You can have like a lot of surprises. So definitely this is a place to watch out for. Right now, like all the backs that we are having in NFTs, we should just keep it with nothing to sell right now. But anyway, like what I was telling is like this year, our focus should be on NFTs, because NFTs personally, my opinion about it. Like it's nothing like great for me personally speaking. But there are certain use cases, and definitely even in the bear market, there was always a time when it was possible to select any kind of industry to make money, because there were some sectors which was really making money there, even during the bear market also. So it was not really that all the coins were falling down, because in 2018 we had certain sectors like privacy coins that became a very big thing, and privacy coins were rallying a lot. So there were always some types of coins which was always making a move. And I feel that this year it will be NFTs, which is going to make this one, because more and more new people are coming, more and more big industries are coming towards NFTs. Definitely see a huge potential here. So after showing you this one, then there were like some kind of scam coins, which is making a move. You know what, like this coin market cap belongs to whom? You all know it. I don't have to say about that one. But we are trying to add b-cube since almost 1 month now. We are contacting them every once in 2 days, sending them emails and providing them all the information that they wanted, even giving them extra information they wanted, everything. And they don't add us, but they add baby Dogecoin. This is the reason like why this industry will never mature. You know why there are so many scammers in this industry? This is the reason. You will put baby Dogecoin on coin market cap, but you will not put us. You see, if you go like here, we have already like untracked status, but they are not listing us at all. It's been only 1 month, and I don't know what else they want from us, because we went to this criteria, we fulfilled all the criteria, we gave them all the information that they needed, but they never put that one. And look at this one, come rocket. They have come rocket. Come, let them come on their face. I'm getting so much frustrated about this whole situation. Like they list come rocket, they list baby Doge, they list all these kind of scam coins, which every one of us know here, right? These coins will not be there in next 2 or 3 years. Like they all go to zero. I'm telling you, they will all go to zero. They have nothing in them. They're just riding the wave. They're just riding with the trend, whatever is there, by telling some kind of lies and stories. They don't have any idea about what they are doing. And they have like a market cap of $54 million. And they're listed on coin market cap. I'm not asking about any market cap here, just asking about like decent listing. That's it. And they don't do that. And look at here, like Safe Moon, Baby Doge. And how many Inus they have listed, I don't know. So many Inus. This is like Shiba Inu, which we all have it also. That's okay. That's a different story. That's a Doge killer, it seems. But last McAfee token. Look at this one. Like just look at those names. It sounds so scammy just by the name itself. Just by the name itself. And they list all these kind of tokens. I really don't know, like Baby Swap, like it's like a ghost, and these are all scams, 100% scams. And there are like some more projects actually in our community. Some people have invested in this project also, which I don't want to take the name because I just don't want to take their name publicly. But and these projects are spending anywhere between $750,000 to $1 million in marketing budget every month. I'm telling you, these companies will not have any money left to do the job for which they have taken this money. They will not be there in this industry for more than 1 year or 1.5 years. It's 100% sure. And they get their listings also here. I don't know, like really, it's so frustrating to see all this kind of coins like having the listings here on CoinMarketCap. CoinGecko also asked us like some questions, and they were also quite tough actually. But finally, they did it. They did it. We have here, and like it's okay. They did it. But I don't know really, man, like what's going on with these people. Anyway, like right now, we are doing good. Like today, there was this big whale. I don't know, like if this whale is watching this video, like definitely he should know that like we are happy about him. This is the whale. This is the b-cube whale, right? This b-cube whale has so much of b-cube tokens. It buys only b-cube tokens and mantra DAO tokens. Only that. This whale is having 285,000 b-cube tokens. It's amazing. This is a whale. Like we don't know who is this whale, but definitely it's a whale. So they're buying it. And these are some of the overview that I wanted to give about to some of the new people if they don't know b-cube token, and if they have purchased it without even knowing, or if they're very small, sweet, cute moon boys. So I'm just trying to help them to understand like what we are doing, and even for others also. So basically you can use tokens to stake and get bots for free and educational content for free. Educational content can be as simple as this kind of webinars, and as complicated as learning Solidity language yourself to code, which we'll be having very soon. And you can stake to get APR returns on Mantra DAO. It's like paying of interest rates, like how you get interest rates in the bank. Like that, you will get interest rates by staking your tokens on Mantra DAO platform, which is starting on Monday. Time has not been confirmed yet because we are working in a very different time zone. Mantra DAO is based in Hong Kong right now. So we have very, very big time difference. Sometimes when we are early here in Europe, like it's already evening there. So they said like they will try to make it by evening Hong Kong time. If it's not happening Tuesday, definitely it will be there. So token burn, and this one I have spoken also, but many people don't know. If anybody is paying directly to us the payments in b-cube tokens for their monthly subscription, 100% of it will be burned. 100% of it will be burned. And all the people who are paying us fiat currency payments, 25% of it will be burnt by buying it back. Means we will buy back from the 25% of the revenues that we get in euros, and we will burn those tokens. So this will be the situation until next year. For 1 year, 100% b-cubes will be burned if you're paying with b-cubes itself. We are also like thinking of allocations for some of the projects. We can negotiate, we can get an allocation, and then we will be sharing it with all our community people. Like they can contribute. It will be a guaranteed allocation, like $1,000 each or $2,000 each, where everybody can participate. We are not doing it right now because the market is not so good right now for this one. Imagine like in January, February, any IDOs that you are participating, you are getting like 100x, 75x. When we came to like March and April, it started to be like 20x, 15x. Okay, and then we're speaking about like B2B cooperations. We are already in discussion with 3 hedge funds as of now to make algorithms for them and to manage that portfolios. It's in a very early stage, but it's definitely going on in the right direction. And then there is a partnership with one very famous recently listed project for getting sentiment data from them and to integrate that with our current models. They're doing it in a very easy way, actually, because before it used to be very difficult for us. But this data and the format in which they are giving, it's very, very good. And there is like one partnership with one top 10 big giant that is also coming up. It's in a very, very advanced stage. And probably like in another 1.5 months, it will be done. And yeah, it will be helping us in like growing our community very much. And also like for business development also. And then like payment of b-cube tokens will be possible from August, September. We are still looking for that blockchain developer, which we have been asking help from you guys also to find one, because this blockchain developers, it's so difficult to find. There are a lot of blockchain developers. It's not difficult in that way, but there are very few really who understands what they are doing. Very, very basic things everybody can do, but there are some very specific things that we want for them to do it, like by integrating that on our platform. So that is something like what we are planning to actually do it now. Yeah, like, and there is b-cube price protection also for the payments. This is something very unique, because imagine somebody bought it at 60 cents during the auction, and right now it's 20 cents. So they're at a loss actually. But if they're buying any products or services on b-cube platform, then they can purchase it at the same price what they paid during the token sale. I mean, like they can pay it at 60 cents itself, irrespective of the prices in the market right now. Even though it's 20 cents right now in the market, if they would like to buy the bot, for example, they can pay it at the price of 60 cents itself, and we will accept it, as long as those tokens, what they bought during the token sale, gets exhausted. So this is how we want to make it. And yeah, like there is one thing like what we are looking for this blockchain developer, of course, like that's going on to finalize the DEX trading bot and front end and back end integration for this bots to work. And yeah, like we are also thinking of making this front running bots, that is also there in the plan. And design of APR smart contract. There is one which is going on MantraDAO, that's for sure. But there is another thing like what we will make it on our own platform also. So there will be 2 different APR things. So one, our own native one, and one on MantraDAO platform. So this is also something going on, and we'll be announcing the first token burn on CoinMarketCal very, very soon. When it happens, like we will all let you know about it. And coming soon will be Litecoin, BNB, and XRP bots, which will be coming. And then there'll be spot trading bots in BTC and USDT pairs also. So this is something like a roadmap that we can see for the coming future.
Could you clarify? Thank you. Hi, Simon C. Thank you for a great overview. Very helpful. Could you explain to me the staking? It starts from Monday. Is that correct?
Yes.
And basically we stake in it. It's a variable API, you said.
Correct. That's right.
Okay. And it will be based on the value in dollars of b-cube staked on the day. Is that correct?
No, it's not about the value in US dollars or value in Ethereum. Okay. But imagine like you there is certain amount of tokens that we have set aside for paying of APRs every month. So that will act as a pool, and that one will be shared by number of wallets in the same order of the number of tokens that they are staking.
Understood. Okay.
So it's quite complicated actually, because even MantraDAO, like when we asked them, like it was difficult for them to explain also, because the variable APR is quite complicated. Because if we fix it something like 5%, 2%, it's very simple. It's very straightforward. If you have like 10,000, then you get 200 if it's 2%. So it's very simple like that one. But here, like we are giving them like 1 million tokens for 1 year completely. That will be divided by 12 months. And based on how many somebody is taking and how many wallets, they will be dividing that one and sharing it among everybody. So more the people, less will be the returns, less the people, more will be the returns. And that is the reason like why we created liquidity pool. In liquidity pool, for example, if you are staking 1 Ethereum at $2,000, then you have to give almost $2,000 worth of b-cube tokens. So that is another type of staking also. Like it's almost like 10,000 tokens of b-cube plus 1 Ethereum, if the price is taken as $2,000 as the base of Ethereum. So then these two things you will add on the liquidity, I mean like on Uniswap. So for providing liquidity, you will get the benefit of APR again.
Yeah.
So these
should we wait? Should we use the mantra staking until you come out and let us know about your own other one that you just mentioned?
Exactly. Because try to earn right now itself something, because if we keep waiting it, like then you're not earning on your b-cubes. So start to earn something already. And then when we have our own, like you can continue earning more.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool.
But the tokens are still locked with the tokens which are locked, they cannot be staked, right? The unlocked tokens only can be staked. Is that
exactly? Unlocked tokens can only be staked. Yes, because locked tokens, normally like the procedure is like for locked tokens, they will see the balance on the blockchain on the wallets, like how much they are supposed to get it. So based on that also they will do it, but it's quite complicated. And it can always lead to some kind of confusion. So unlocked tokens only can participate.
Okay, and the thing that you said is like we do have to create LP for getting the staking benefit, or can only b-cube token can get a APY directly?
Correct. It's a good question, because there is two types of staking here we are talking about. First thing is like naked staking, which means like there is no liquidity pool here. Simply send your b-cube tokens on MantraDAO platform, and you will be paid with b-cubes as an APR. But if you want to provide a liquidity pool, again, you can also do it on MantraDAO platform, and that is a different thing. So there's two different things here. One thing is like providing liquidity in ETH and ETH worth of b-cube tokens. This is liquidity pool. Another one is like simple staking, where you simply send b-cube tokens and get APR on that.
So is there any benefit of one over other?
Well, for providing liquidity is always good for the project, for example, and providing liquidity will also get higher APRs as compared with the simple APR that you can get by simply staking b-cube tokens.
Okay.
But there is risk. There is more risk in providing liquidity, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well,
in terms of if the b-cube token value goes up significantly, or am I mistaken in that?
Well, actually, if you see the prices in terms of US dollars, then I don't think so, because in US dollars, it will be the same. Whatever the rise or fall might happen within the pair. But the risk is like the Ethereum price itself. For example, right now, Ethereum price is around 1,700 or 1,800. Imagine it goes to 1,500 or 1,400. Then that can be the risk. So it's the risk of the asset price itself.
Right.
It's not the risk between the pairs, but it's the risk of the assets as
its intrinsic price. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just about the intrinsic price. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Because even like few months ago, when we were trying to make this liquidity pools, we tried on this Pickle Finance. Myself, I tried it on Ethereum actually. But when I created this pool, Ethereum was like under $1,000, and Pickle Finance almost like went by 3 times. But still, like Ethereum price didn't go up so much. But after some time, like Ethereum prices also started to move up. So it was like an accidental profit to me, because the price of the Ethereum went up in US dollar terms, not in Ethereum terms itself. So it has both pros and cons, but I don't see b-cube's price significantly falling down or something like that.
I think the challenge will be finding enough Ethereum to match the B-cube in my case, which is great news. But yeah, okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Ajay, it was like planned for every $1,000 of BQ value if we have, so we can have one bot for free. So is that still valid?
Yeah, absolutely, it's valid, of course.
Okay, and the point that you added today was like the coins will be calculated based on the 60 cents. If someone has bought at 60 cents, so the value will be actually calculated 60 cents for taking a bot, right?
No, you didn't pay attention towards my words, I think. I said like payment of the bots, not staking of the bots. For example, if you have 1,000 US dollars worth of B-cube tokens, and even this will be divided, like decided dynamically, like 1st of July, let me say it is a 25 cents. Then 25 cents, we will see like how many tokens you need for $1,000 of staking. So you will need like probably like 1,000, it's like 4,000 B-cube tokens. So for 4,000 B-cube tokens, you need to stake. And in between, even if it goes to 20 cents or 15 cents or 18 cents, you don't have to worry until August 1st. Because August 1st, again, we will reset how many tokens you need to stake. So every month, this will be decided. So in between, you will not be impacted because of the prices. If it goes down, like it doesn't mean like bot will stop to work. Definitely not. But for $1,000 worth of staking, you will get only one bot for free. Now, if you would like to buy one more bot, and for that one more bot, you can pay using B-cube tokens itself. And we will take exactly the same price at which you have paid during the ICO times. So it's not about staking, it's about purchase.
Okay, got it.
And if the tokens are staked, let's say from Monday, there's an unlock tomorrow, but is there a time scale that you're locked into the staking, or can you unstake your tokens at any time?
You can unstake your tokens at any time.
Okay.
Absolutely, you can unstake at any time.
And as the more tokens are unlocked, do you add them into your original stake, or do you stake them separately, or do you unstake everything, put them together, and then restake again?
I think I didn't get your question.
Sorry. Let's say I hold some tokens now that I'd bought, but I have another 3 months of unlocked tokens to come. If I stake those tokens now, when next month my next set unlock, do I unstake the original ones and put them all together and restake them as one bundle, or do I just stake the new one?
Keep adding. You can
just keep adding.
Yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely, it's possible. Yes,
I've never staked before, so
sure.
Forgive me.
No, okay. It's absolutely fine, because this is the beauty of having a open staking contract. Because normally there is a open-ended staking and close-ended staking. In close-ended staking, actually, once you stake and once it's closed, you can't stake more. You have to wait until it gets finished. But here, like it's open, like it's open like as long as we want. So you can keep bringing in new tokens and keep staking it. So it's possible. Yeah.
I have a question about the bots. Do you have any advice about how we should be selecting our bots in the coming months? As you're expanding the load, I don't know what to do. It's like too many options for me, and I don't understand them.
I don't understand either, but we have to select like what we like. It all depends, like what kind of trader you are or something. Because if you actually, it's not our responsibility to give financial advice, and we don't give that because we are not financial advisors. What we give is the tools, and you have to select based on that. For example, I'm using all the signals right now, but I'm using it in my own way. Like I'm not waiting for targets to get hit. I'm trading at like 5x leverage, all the tokens. If it's going by 3%, 3.5%, I'm happy with 15% of profit on every single trade. That's how I am doing it personally now.
Okay. Could I ask which of the bots works with leverage and which ones are just on par with what you put in?
all the bots right now, what we have on the platform, like it's coming soon, all the 10 bots, they are only for futures. They're not for cash trading.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you want like USDT accumulation strategy, then use these bots on Binance futures. If you want to accumulate the native tokens, like for example, Bitcoin for Bitcoin and Ethereum for Ethereum, then use Bybit exchange. But if you want only USD, then you will decide like what you will convert that one. Then use FTX. And if you want to accumulate only BTC by trading in all the other bots like ETH or BTC, then try BitMax. Because in BitMax, the base currency and the quote currency both is in like in Bitcoin. The base currency is Bitcoin, and it's a Bitcoin accumulation strategy, which means your PNL is settled in Bitcoin, not in US dollars. So, but there you can trade in Ethereum and you can get Bitcoin again as a PNL. And you can trade DOT, you can trade XRP, you can trade anything, but PNL is always settled in Bitcoin. So it depends on your preference, like what you want to really achieve. But the same bots and same signals can be used on any exchange.
Okay, thanks.
So I have a question actually following on from that. Thanks first off, Guru, for the update. And just thinking in terms of the different centralized exchanges that we have to work with. So at the moment, I'm only working with Binance, and ideally, what I'd like to do is see an accumulation of balance in say BTC and ETH. But my only kind of hesitance with using the centralized exchanges with that sort of approach is that ultimately there's going to be quite a large sum of money sitting on the exchange. So I'm kind of thinking in how to hedge the risk of, say, bad actor attacks on the exchange, or the exchange having a temporary or permanent shutdown. So I just wonder, is it going to be possible for me and users with the same sort of approach to take the same sort of replicate the strategy essentially across different centralized exchanges, so we can have like maybe a BTC accumulation bot running the same algorithms on a variety of different exchanges to sort of spread that cash across different exchanges?
So your question is like, I didn't really get your question. Can you please frame it in a very small single line?
Yeah, so like if will there be the let's say identical bots for each exchange, so that we can spread our cash across different exchanges, so it's not all sitting in one place, as it were?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's totally left to you. We can support any exchange for that matter, because current models are working on FTX, they work on BitMax, they work on Binance futures. So it depends like where you want to use it.
So just be a case of linking the different exchanges on the account under the same bot, essentially. That's how that will work, will it?
Yeah, but one bot can have only one address. You cannot run one bot on two different exchanges.
Right. So in that sort of situation, would it be worth sort of setting up a second account with b-cube?
Yeah, but I think but you will be using the staking with b-cube tokens?
Yeah, so that's a good point. Yes, essentially. So I guess I'm going to have to give some thought to how to weigh across the staking benefits and hedging against having too much money in one place. I think that's the thing I've got to work on at the moment. Okay.
So in this case, actually, you will need a few more people, I think, who will be you can think of your family or somebody using it. Then they can use the same bot on different exchanges.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've got you. Yeah. And yeah. So, okay, grand. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome.
And can I ask you, Guru? I read somewhere, which is quite important, that as b-cube.ai expands and diversifies into different things, holding of the token will be quite core to its strategy, right?
Absolutely.
And some of the services and things will you have to hold b-cube token to unlock the ability to access some of the services. So it will encourage to keep the holding of the b-cube token as a core to the business.
Yeah, that's true. Because
Perfect, okay.
We can actually implement these things from this year itself. Like if you want bots, then you need to have b-cube tokens. We can do it actually. But why we don't want to do it is like before doing that, we need to a little bit spread our name. We need to get like a little bit more well-known in this industry. So once enough people know about us, then it will be very easy for us. Right now, if we are forcing them to use the tokens for everything, it will create a little bit of friction with someone like who is not so much well-versed with this kind of crypto payments and stuff like that. But everybody can just take out their credit card and make a payment. It's so easy for them. So it's just a matter of time actually. But one thing is true, like from next year end, I mean 2022 Q3 or Q4, we will be making it mandatory for using any of our services of any of our platforms. And this is applicable even for B2B also. They need to buy and hold certain number of tokens to get access to it. And as we go to like self-managed funds, then also like it will be very, very different. So everything will be around these tokens itself. So we will be aggressively starting to burn the tokens from July. So we will bring down the circulating supply as soon as possible and as much as possible.
I have a question about staking.
Sure.
So have you thought about cooperating with certain companies like, I don't know, LionSpot or XFi or something to provide a great staking platform to hedge against impermanent loss and stuff like that?
I don't hear you. I don't understand you. I'm sorry. Can you type the question otherwise?
You hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, I've been staking quite a lot, and I have a question. That have you thought about cooperating with certain companies?
It's echoing a lot.
In the meantime, while he's writing, can I ask a question about staking? Because I've never done it before. When I stake my coins from my MetaMask wallet, who becomes responsible for those coins? Is it, I mean, how is it? It must be secure, obviously, because it's done everywhere. But how does it actually work? Who is the responsible for holding and maintaining those coins, making sure they're okay?
You're speaking about simple staking or you're speaking
liquid? Simple staking.
Simple staking. It's a good question because it's a smart contract which is responsible for that. And smart contract doesn't belong to anybody. And this was my question a few years ago. When I was actually speaking about this DEX trading bot, I was having the same question because legally b-cube cannot hold any custody of the funds right now. Once we get DASP license, then it's a different story. But as of today, the story is that we cannot hold custody of anyone's funds. And the question came when we are having DEX trading bot, who is having the custody of these funds? It is a smart contract which is having. And the smart contract doesn't belong to b-cube, doesn't belong to you. Because it's the whole point of this decentralization. So in a way, nobody holds it. Even though we are technically using MantraDAO's platform and we are technically using the smart contracts developed by them, audited by them, still, I don't think they will be responsible for that.
But it is secure.
Yeah, it should be secure, yes. Because I think any smart contract before deploying, they will be audited. But in the past, it's happened that even audited smart contracts also got hacked.
Right.
Yeah, because
it's a very gray area, isn't it?
yeah, unfortunately, yes. It's a very, very shady area.
I suppose
especially
that's inherent with decentralization, right? That comes with the territory almost.
correct. There are good things also and bad things also about decentralization. Look like this kind of trading bots, which is always there on Uniswap, for example, this front running bots and everything. It's a clear manipulation.
Yeah.
And if Uniswap wants, they can ban them actually very easily, but they don't do it because it's against the rules of decentralization.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So have you thought cooperating with companies like Alliance Block, who offers llama staking, or X5, who offers impermanent gains instead of loss? I have been staking a lot and in some cases lost a lot of money compared to just holding the coins. Well, as I said, like it depends on what type of tokens you are staking and holding it. But there are some tokens, it's true that if you simply hold, probably you will make more money than actually staking it actually. But it depends again on type of coin and what is that. And so many things are involved there. Alliance Block, actually the advisor of Alliance Block is also our angel investor. So if I want, I can reach out to them very easily. It's not a difficult thing. But right now we don't need to complicate all these things so much, because we need a staking thing and we will have it. But going so much deeply into it, it's not something what we are looking for, because there are protocols for whom this kind of staking is very important to keep their network secure and to keep the liquidity and all these things. But in our case, it's not so serious. In our case, like it's a way to reward our community. So that's the reason like why we have staking plan. But if we are like really very serious about like so many other protocols, like where they really have some use case for making the staking, it's just incentivizing, but they have something else also along with that, then we could probably think about that. Anyway, like I can actually like have a discussion with Alliance Block for sure, because that's very easily reachable for me to speak about that. Sure. Anyway, it was amazing talking to you all. I think like we have come to an end. So this is all the news that I have for this week. And next week, when I have more news, like I will update you. And in the meantime, I'll be updating with you everything. And this week we'll be starting with the staking thing. Then there will be other news which will be following after that one. So until then, take care. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy your time, and stay spend very less time in front of computer right now, because there is high chances that you will lose more than you win. And if you're trading on the bots, please do it. You can trade on that one, but book your profits, because this is not the type of markets where you look for target price, where you look for moons, galaxies, universe. No, this is not that type of market. Here, if you can make $1 now, you're making great. We had a kind of market in January to March when you could expect those type of returns. So let's adopt ourselves based on the situation and conditions. This situation is in such a way that like where we need to make quick bucks. So let's keep that in mind and keep trading. So we'll see.
Thank you for your time.
Very soon.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.